It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we're going to do the low light camera test on the iPhone 13 Pro Max versus the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and we are shooting in 4K 30 frames per second on both cameras. So this is the 1X camera, and at the same time we can try out the microphones because I'm only going to record the audio from the internal microphones. So this is a provoking place where we have a lot of street lights, so you can compare how well the new iPhone 13 Pro Max will handle the lens flare. That was a really big problem in the 12 Pro Max. And in the initial camera test we did on the first video of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it looked like the iPhone 13 Pro Max actually had a little bit better, less camera lens flare than the 12 Pro Max. So I'm curious to see how this works. We're just gonna walk down here and I'm gonna turn around the camera so we can see where I'm walking. Let's walk up these paths so we can see how it works. Closer. See how well we can change the subject. Try the 0.5 camera. And we're gonna try the telephoto camera. Here we have those street lights. Let's go up to them with a one-time camera. We're really provoking these lens flares. If you are shooting nighttime, you need to know where you have the lights. It's always like that when you are using a camera, because the lens flares will always be there. The question is how severe they are and how much they show up and how annoying they are. Let's walk down here to the big open field so we can see how it works when we shoot in a distance. Now you can also see how stable it is when I'm walking with my arms halfway out from my body. You can capture these objects from in details on this tree trunk. Here's a really dark path down. Let's see how well this works. So with my naked eye, I can hardly see anything on this path right now. Okay, now I can see a little bit. It's really dark. Let's change to the 0.5 lens. And let's take the telephoto lens. Go back to the one-time lens and then let's do a small short run test here so we can see how stable it is when we're running. So these are the two front-facing cameras, so we can see how well they are working. So let me separate these two cameras so we're getting a more correct perception of the audio and sound, because now one phone is maybe blocking the other one. Okay, we do test where I'm holding the two cameras in each hand instead of both cameras in one hand. So we probably can compare the audio here as well if we first go from one phone and then we switch over to the other one, if there is any difference. And is there any difference in this front-facing camera when it comes to the low light capability? See, what if we are using these two cameras to capture this area? Let's turn this around. So I walked down to this playground because we have so many objects here, so I thought it was a good idea to see how well we can capture this scene. And again, it's just handheld and I'm walking here. Now I'm just gonna try to see how well the slow motion feature works. Now the sun goes up in about 20 minutes, so we can see that we have so much more light to work with. Let's see if we can see the difference in how these cameras can perform now when conditions have changed so much. Okay, so I'm back here at the playground, and why I'm here is just because we have this sign over here, this sign, and we're gonna have that sign as a test because I'm gonna mount or I'm gonna support the phones against this one. I'm gonna lean it like this, and we're gonna see how well we can read the letters on that sign. Let's do it. So is the iPhone 13 Pro Max a better low light camera than the iPhone 12 Pro Max? Well, in general, I think it is. It has a better picture quality in general. The green tone to the lens flare is less significant, is still there, but it's a little bit less green. The low light capability of the slow motion footage is enormously improved. In the 12 Pro Max, we couldn't even see anything of what we were shooting, but in the 13 Pro Max, we could actually use the footage. Also, the front-facing camera seemed to have been upgraded a little bit. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Bye.